cleared.
National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi wants Kenyans to exercise their democratic rights through their representatives in political parties, and for political parties to be in tandem with the doctrine of political diversity to end political competition that threatens peace.
There are almost new political parties or political coalitions every election. Further, the expansion of the doctrine of political pluralism to provide for individuals to seek political power outside political parties by running as independent candidates has also been provided for. This, of course, as a measure of eroding the political party discipline, so that which is essential in stabilizing the governance of the people.
Muturi is also proposing that the number of senators be increased to 94 and Article 94, 95 and 96 of the Constitution reviewed to make Senate the upper house and outline their responsibilities. Sentiments echoed by the Senate leadership.
Legislation such as the Division of Revenue Bill has never yielded concurrence between the two houses without a fight, while other legislations have also fallen at the altar of that battle of supremacy.
Who, besides a review of the Article 124 of the Constitution to provide for a different public service commission to independently serve the Senate, also wants the removal of governors from office be done by the Senate to avoid intimidation of members of county assemblies by governors.
County assemblies are the ones who are mandated to oversight the county executive, but at times in most of our counties it doesn't really seem to be working quite as envisaged.
Unless you ring fence the fund, governors have found a way, very cleverly, and mischievously, to make sure that those ward representatives are not elected.
If we really want, and it is our submission also that we need to remove from our heads the discussion of the institution of the Senate from the people who are sitting there at the moment, including ourselves. So that then objectively, because in the past when we have had disagreements with National Assembly, county assemblies, governors and so forth, those disagreements have clouded the minds of many people to think that it's just about today. But that's an institution that if you look at the American Senate, when people have served in the states as governors, now they come and serve in the Senate if they can't be presidents of the country. We must make Senate that way so that then we reduce this clamor and fight for wanting to be the president.
The media fraternity also presented their views. The Media Council called for the strengthening of its role by converting it into a commission tasked with, among other things, acting as the arbitrator in cases where journalists are to face the rule of law.
An entity that exists within the Media Council, the Complaints Commission, be strengthened and be empowered to be and given the sole initial right to be the arbiter when it comes to media conflict. When that is done, the entity would be in a place to understand the need for diversity in media and to meet penalties in a way that does not kill, if you like, nascent media entities and allows critical journalism to thrive.
Individual government agencies should be free to make their own decisions rather than be under the direction of a central agency that may be prone to political manipulation.
At the same time, they want KBC converted to purely be a public service broadcaster.
And that KBC gets the remit to be able to develop programs that can espouse national ethos, values, and culture, and therefore is able to become a public service media that is visionary. And this will also, it must also conform to the Constitution of Kenya, Article 34.
Having completed its public hearings, the Yusuf Haji-led taskforce has until June 30th, 2020 to file its report. For Channel 1 News, I'm Glady Mungai.